All right. I was going to do this as a live stream, but I thought this is a pretty nice backdrop. Nice sunny morning at the pond, so I thought I would shoot a little video while I'm here. See if we can get up here and get a little water in the background, show you the nice setting. There we go. Okay, so we got a little bit of water in the background, the sunrise. So, like I say, I was going to do it as a live stream, but I'm going to shoot it as a video because out in the wild, you never know what's going to happen. I may get attacked by a cat again. Watch that video. TC the Tomcat attacks. He was a little cranky because breakfast was late that morning, but he was showing his alley cat nature, so check out that video. But anyway, here we are. I did shoot a gaggle of geese the other day, haven't uploaded that, and a den of ducks. I did upload that one here at the pond. So there's a bigger pond over here. We're going to shoot some video of that too. Okay, here we go. This is about 1 mile per lap around this pond. So this is a larger pond. I do see some ducks out today. Not as many as the other day, but yeah, there's a few over here. So we'll see if we can get them on video here. But this is basically a pond I had forgotten about where me and the boys used to come fishing on a regular basis, but today would have been an excellent day. Should have brought some fishing poles. All right, let's see. I think I'm scaring them off. Yeah, there we go. Let me zoom on that side. I should probably flip the camera. Okay, so with iOS 18.0, you can now pause while shooting video. I understand the Android has been capable of that for many years, but what you cannot do in a single stream video is pause it and flip the camera angle. Because right now, I would like to flip the camera angle and zoom in on the ducks, but we'll just enjoy them together as the sun comes up over the pond. Sorry, I was being too loud. They didn't like that. They like it nice and quiet in this large pond here in Rowlett. So we'll keep going with our journey. Were they laughing at me? Yeah, that's a running joke with the fishing. I think Glenn and Aaron will catch that reference. They used to get laughed at by the ducks, quote, laughed at, while we were fishing. Too bad this isn't a live stream. I would have Aaron chime in the chat. Like I say, maybe next time I'll do it as a live stream. But today I just wanted to shoot some stock footage out here at the pond, see how it works out. No gimbal. I'm working without a net today. No private security, no production crew. I don't even have a hype man with me today. Been watching a lot of YouTube videos from other content creators, and they say a lot of things. It can get kind of confusing, so you kind of have to do your own thing, find your own way, and you don't have to worry about monetization. You can become obsessed with monetization and analytics. It's like the old expression, don't give up the music for the show, just focus on the music. Focus on what you do. Focus on what I do. I don't like to tell anybody what to do. I just kind of report what I do. See if it works for me. But there is one guy, Kobe, I've been listening to. He's kind of like my guru, my Yoda. It's one of the over 40 channels. He's basically saying it's never too late to create content. Just show up is step number one. You know, get comfortable in front of the camera, which I'm not. So I get to share my mug with the pond, so that kind of takes the sting off of my face, right? So usually I have to have a guitar in my hand or have a topic, have a point, like plane, trains, and automobiles. If you're gonna get on the air and talk to people, have a point. But the point is, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the journey. That's kind of what this has been, one long journey. Trying to figure out how to upload, how to edit. I didn't know anything about editing. I know how to play the guitar, but videography, no. Editing, no. But the one consistent message I'm getting from people, content creators, it's kind of like YouTube is talking to me because they have an algorithm that determines which videos might be relevant to what you're interested in. Well, I've been looking at a couple of content creation videos, so I've been inundated with content creators, all different groups. It was the over 40 group, but now it's starting to spread to different demographics. But it's kind of like that Transformers movie where Bumblebee was communicating through the radio, all different voices, one message. And that part of the algorithm is a little spooky. It's like it does have a collective consciousness it's trying to communicate to. So if you watch YouTube long enough, you'll know what I mean. It will designate certain videos that might be of interest to you. So that's one thing I kind of picked up on. I did set up a domain, so that was a big step, baronsmithpicker.com. But I had a little trouble with it because it wouldn't work with www.baronsmithpicker.com. So I did get with my technical advisor, who just returned from a Central America trip. Thank you, Tim, for helping me. It was some technical work, but he's able to chart it out step by step. You drill into the DNS, and then from there, it's like, okay, I don't know. But his steps were easy to follow. I was able to go in and add the www prefix. So now, baronsmithpicker.com works either way. So I registered the domain through GoDaddy. So they're kind of the behemoth for domains now. Years ago, I did set up a domain for LoneStarCafeClub.com because Lone Star Cafe was taken. There was a nice gentleman who was willing to sell me LoneStarCafe.com for a modest price of, I don't know, a few $100s. I thought, well, there's got to be another way. We can figure this out. So technically the name of the establishment was Lone Star Cafe and Club. There was a Lone Star Cafe in Canada, and they're the ones that actually had the domain, and it must have become available because this gentleman claimed he had access to it. So I pivoted and decided to register LoneStarCafeClub.com. And then we bought some ad spots on the radio, and the DJ basically repeated it in several spots, and it gained some traction. And Tim was able to find in the archives this domain, and some of the pictures had all the gentlemen that were touring there at the time. So anyway, I'll have to post that in the description somehow. I'll figure it out. But like Jay Johnson, Max Stalling, they were on the list. I know Billy Joe Shaver used to come through there. Ed Burleson, Del Watson performed there. And I got to meet a lot of these performers. Learned a lot about music and traveling. The Ex-Husbands was a band that played pretty frequently, and they told me all about the state-by-state income tax reporting, the business end, and they were very savvy, and I was very impressed with that. Anders, Michael, there were basically three of them, the Ex-Husbands. What a name for a band, huh? The Ex-Husbands. But they were, Bruce Kidder even referenced them as the best little three-piece band around, and they really were. Anyway, this is far from a 5-minute mile around this pond. So, but I did want to circle back and say thank you, Tim, for all of your technical advice. So if you are starting a YouTube channel, it's good to have some support from your friends and family, because like Jimmy Buffett said, your first concert out of the gate, you'll have a few people show up. Your mother, her friends, maybe a couple of your buddies if they're not doing their own thing. And then after that, you're on your own. So it's good to have support from friends and family. And I do appreciate that. Laurie and I have collaborated, and Tim commented on it. He really enjoyed you got to find that nut. So that's another video. If you haven't seen that, take a look at it, where I wrote it down one morning trying to come up with a little old school rap song that Laurie and I could do together. I think there's a couple of outtakes on my channel too, where it's just listening back to it in frustration. I think I knocked the camera over through my notes. So we thought that would be jackass type comedy. We put that as an outtake. So check that out. But yeah, here we are. We're rounding the end part of the pond. I saw a few fishermen, some people walking dogs. It's really a beautiful day. So this is a pretty good backdrop. If I was scouting locations for a scene in a movie, I think I would select this. There's actually some deep woods over there where we could probably shoot some Darren and Tim style movies. And Tim, I think you know what I'm talking about. We shot some horror flicks back in the day on VHS with his dad's high dollar video recorder. But that's another story for another time. Yeah, live streaming probably wouldn't have been a good option today. I have to hit pause periodically to give people their privacy. Not everybody wants to be on camera. It only took me over 50 years to decide, let's give it a shot. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because you don't want to hear me rambling on and on. And I always feel like if I'm going to get on camera, I need to have a point. Don't sing a song if you don't have nothing to say. But we'll be hitting the live streams again. I'll keep doing the little shorts, and I'll keep doing the long form videos. But I did want to get out into the wild and try this out. So we'll see how this works. I might come back next time with a gimbal, some better equipment. You have to evolve. That's the other thing I keep hearing. Improve the quality and content of your video. It's all about viewer satisfaction. Don't be like Mick Jagger. You gotta get some satisfaction. Have a good day, everybody.